I'm Donald Sigrist, and I survived the tornado of June the 17th, 1946 that completely destroyed our home. This tornado had originated over on the River Rouge, Detroit side, came across Detroit River through the Ojibwe bush, and our home was at the end of Sandwich Street on Broadway, just about right where the new Gordie Howe Bridge is being built. It was called Brighton Beach along Detroit River, and we were having supper. It struck our home at 6:05 on that Monday evening, and the man next door was living at home with his parents, Peter McDougall, who was 33 years old. He never married. He was living at home with his parents, and he was out on the west side of his house with his shirt off having a sun tan. And he seen this tornado coming through the Ojibwe bush, so he's waving his arm, and he said, "I wonder what's wrong with Peter. He keeps waving and pointing. He's pointing at a tornado coming from across Detroit River." So my brother said, "I'm going to go out and see what he's waving and pointing at." My brother goes out the door. Dad, you better come and see this. Tornado's coming." We had never heard or seen of a tornado ever. And here comes this huge twister through the bush. So my mom decides to go out when followed my dad out, and I said, "I better go out too, see what all the yelling." They're all standing out in the backyard yelling. So I went out and I looked, and there's a huge uprooted tree coming at us. I started running. I didn't run too far. I looked back and seen our house being pulled off the foundation. And the next thing I know, it rolled me on the ground like a tumbleweed. I got rolled on the ground. I picked myself up. The house was gone. Peter McDougall and my dad were all cut up and rolled in the black dirt. They had reminded me as a kid of two men that had just got blown up in a coal mine, because they were bleeding, and my dad was struck in the back of the head. Finally an ambulance came and took him to the hospital. He had 12 stitches put in the back of his head. Killed our next door neighbors. They were in their 70s, and it killed 5 in another home halfway over to 18 Highway, and 5 at Jones's over at the highway. It killed 12 people in a half mile of our neighborhood. And I got to a neighbor, being I was their paper boy, took me in to sleep, because we lost everything but the shirt on our back. There was nothing left. There was just a pile of rubble. When the tornado destroyed our homes, it had destroyed everything. Everything. We lost everything.